It's your boy Stevie Harkins, CK, aka Stevie Harkins FB, and now the new Instagram page name is the Sesh, or what is it? Hang on, I actually have to correct myself on that. I literally just changed it today. I think it's StevieFromTheSesh. Yeah, it's at StevieFromTheSesh, because we had to keep it simple for you guys. I realize I have like 800 names, so I wanted to kind of like solidify what the direction of this podcast and page and my Instagram are kind of going for. And that's to bring you, of course, the hottest and freshest news in fingerboarding world and internet, I guess, because that's where we stay posted. I'm your host, Stevie Harkins. Today we will be having a bit of a juicy interview. It's going to be mad legit, to be honest. We got everybody. I know not every single member, but we got everybody from Odyssey FB's fingerboarding team that he created. Excuse me, my voice is kind of gone. I've been working all day. But basically what Odyssey's team is basically a collaborative of like fingerboarders. Excuse me. As you guys know, I live in a fraternity house, so we might hear some background noise. But it's basically a collaborative of awesome fingerboarders, fingerboard company owners, and like ramp company owners, and just basically writers that all collaborate and chat on the Discord page that Odyssey has created for the community. It's the Fingerboard Central Discord page. And what it does is it's basically serves as a place where you can live chat and talk with your boys about fingerboarding and everything that is fingerboarding and is not. If you check the page out, you know exactly what I mean. There's tons of people on there chatting about everything and anything. Plus, you got your buy and sell page. And it's just a wonderful like thing to have for the community. So I basically wanted to plug that in first. But before we dive into that information, and we'll let him speak for himself and the team, we're going to talk about some fingerboarding news before we intro everybody and start the interview. Basically, I wanted to start because I know I've been gone for a while, but I wanted the Sesh as like a whole thing, like a whole podcast and live like cast or whatever you want to call this. I wanted it to show its respects and my respects as a fingerboarder to Big Ass Drop Lord. I've been gone, and I know this happened a little while ago, but I just never got a chance to basically express my remorse and like basically like the impact and the hit that the fingerboarding community took when he passed away. And I just wanted to really just drive home. I know he had like tons of followers and he had a big following, but anybody that comes into the community, like your time is limited on this earth, and just basically like treasure everybody in the community, no matter who they are. You know what I mean? Like make sure you're giving your likes out. And I know it's small, but like everybody in the fingerboarding community always shows love, and let's just keep that like momentum going. To go on from that, on a more positive note, basically collabs are going crazy right now. There's so many collabs, and one of the big contributors to that right now is Calply. The Calply company has done 2 to 3 collabs so far since I've been gone. It's been about a month. They did one with Arc Ramps, Flower Fingerboards, and I can't remember what the last one was, but those guys over there, it's John Coward. I can't remember his first name. I think it's John. It's just totally leaving my mind, but I have a pair of his wheels, the Cowards. He's basically been going ham. He's been collabing with everybody, and you gotta go out there and check some of the artwork and some of the companies that he's collabed with. I know Flower Fingerboards and their and Calply's deck that they just recently made is super dope. I know Grimy Fingerboards got a drop coming out April 29th, and then they're also suppliers of Black Velvet Fingerboard grip tape, and you guys know we're big fans of the fingerboard connoisseur over here. So basically grab some of that stuff and the boards to go with it. So if you want to get a combo deal from a great company, I've been talking with the guys from Grimy and a lot of the writers. They're great dudes. Excuse me. I know Lakewood has a ton of collabs coming out, but Lakewood is always pumping out some dope stuff, so I don't even have to get into details about that. Basically, just keep an eye on at Lakewood FB, and look out for all his stuff he's got coming out, because he's collabing with everybody as well, and he's putting out some quality decks. Trippy Hippie Decks is making a comeback today. I think he announced it, or it was yesterday. I just wanted to give a shout out to them. I know he's been gone for a little bit, but he's coming back, doing a redrop, and basically cop some of that stuff. It's going to be dope. Like I said, it's collab season. ATX and Tricky, ATX Ramps and Tricky Fingerboards just recently came out with a deck. It is super fire with a Rastafarian colorway. You definitely need to check that out if you have not. That I know that's coming out very soon. So basically check out Tricky FB's page to look at that stuff, or ATX or Ben's page. He'll be on later in the show to talk about that though. I also wanted to talk about shout out to your friend from that one time on Instagram. His @name is that your friend from that one time, I think. He's basically come out with the Shredded Breakfast series, and I don't know if any of you guys have been checking that out, but there are some bangers in those clips and some big writers that are coming out. So check out that series. It's the Shredded Breakfast series from your friend from that one time, and I think the Shredded Breakfast series, it's like a team, but they put out clips with like a bunch of writers, and it's a dope collaborative. They're definitely somebody you need to watch. All the writers that go on there are throwing out bangers, and your friend from that one time is consistent in the scene, always posting some dope stuff. So shout outs to him. I'm trying to think what else we got going on. I don't really think there's much else other than that. I know I'm waiting for a call from Odie because we got a bunch of guys coming in to do this interview, and it's gonna be like jam-packed with info, so definitely get comfy. But I know like this time of collabs and like just overall like work with each other in the scene is necessary. I feel like a lot of companies that reach out, especially the deck brand interaction, that's dope. Like everybody's coming in with like, they don't care what your brand is, and it's, oh, we got a call from Odie right now, the team. So we're gonna accept that. We're gonna jump right in.
There he is.
Oh.
What's going on, guys? How you doing? We got all the boys in here, guys. Hang on, let me see. I want to see if I can grab a look at this. Oh yeah, we got everybody in here. Everybody's got the setup. It looks like everybody's been shredding all day. How are you guys doing today?
Hey, how you doing? Not too bad, not too bad.
I know that with all you guys, it's going to be interesting to see how we're going to take turns answering these questions. I don't know how we're going to do this, but I just kind of want the flow of the conversation to go on its own, if that's cool with you guys.
That might be a bad idea.
No,
it'll be good. It'll be good.
No, I'm sure we're gonna have a blast, dude. And like I said, like I'll come back and edit this stuff and make sure it sounds clean. But I know we'll give each other the respect that we need to say what we gotta say. But basically, we got a bunch of guys from Odyssey's team with us right now. This is incredible. We got Odyssey himself. We got Banky. We got Chrome. We got Idol. Who else do we got over here? We got Ben from ATX. Who else am I missing?
Hello.
Jay Boondock in here.
Loki.
Oh, Loki's in here too. We got mods in here. This is incredible.
And we got Jay Boondock now.
Jay Boondock just slid in too. We got like a fat interview right now. So basically what this is, and Odie, I'm going to give you a chance to talk about it, and you guys can all take turns talking about it. But this is a collaborative of basically writers in the Discord that all put in the hours, put in the work. Basically, some of them even have their own companies and have made their own impact in the scene. And they came together and basically just pump out clips and talk shit. Like, let's get into it, guys. Like, what do you guys think of each other? Like, what do you guys think of the collaborative? Let's start with Odie, and then you guys can kind of fight for it.
No need to fight. The video, the Team Odyssey video.
No, I mean like as a whole. Like, what do you think about? Like, how did you guys come together? How did you guys even like figure out that this is something you guys can do? Come on a call and fingerboard for hours. Like, what started it?
Jay Boondock here started it. I don't know what made him. I've never actually asked him what made him start the Discord, or maybe I did, but I have a hard time remembering things. He made the Discord and I joined it, and then we posted it on Reddit and made it the official Discord for the subreddit for fingerboarding. And it took like a year to get to where we are now. I think we've been here on the Discord for like a year and a half, almost a little bit more.
Yeah, that's how I found the Discord, through the Reddit in December.
Yeah, we've all kind of been dumping in. Yeah.
But to answer that question, like to why I started it, I built the PC like I guess like 2 years ago, and then I got Discord, just because all my friends had it and shit, and that's how we talked and stuff when we played games and stuff. And then I was like, I saw all these Twitch streamers and stuff that had their own community channels, and there was just like even community channels for like finding games and shit, and I was like, why not have one for fingerboarding?
Yeah, it's an up and coming thing. Now keep going.
Yeah, But yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, and then Sam joined, and then a bunch of other people joined.
Sam. I'm Sam.
Sorry. Yeah.
Honestly. No, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just,
Yeah, some people won't know, but
Yeah, I hopped in
But
there
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
early. Just a kind of close knit group of dudes. It was good stuff.
No, yeah, that's definitely like I don't talk very much because as you guys know I'm doing school and a whole bunch of other dumb shit. But it's just interesting to me that you guys have it started off as like a bunch of guys and now like there's guys who own their own companies and I know there's not a big difference between like as writers and personal people because we're all like people at the end of the day. But to see it grow from just like writers into like a collaborative of like many different companies and many different influencers of like Instagram and things like that, to find it mold so easily, a lot of people would think like company heads and kind of like big writers would have their own egos and things like that. Do you guys find it easy to like kind of mold together and like put out these videos and things like that?
I'm a little confused.
I guess here let me ask kind of the company owners then. Since you guys are kind of all like you all have to make your own odd things and merchandise and things you need for fingerboarding. Do you find it like a lot of people would think it would be weird to collaborate so closely with other people in the industry? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's actually been, I mean, my company ATX, I mean, wouldn't exist if it weren't for this Discord and the guys that are around this. I mean, it's really been, birthed out of the community and what the community wanted and just trying to, give people, what's missing in the community. Is the whole reason I started what I'm doing. I wasn't even really planning on putting things out there, but Odyssey was a big part of that and saying, hey man, your ramps are really good and this isn't something that's really available out there and so it's just this Discord's really had a lot to do with it. It was really a effort.
Yeah, let me ask you the other side of the blade then. Like all of you guys then. Well, will you think you have an edge over people that would not be in the Discord and or like use that tool of like talking to other companies so casually and closely? Like you think that they're missing out?
I don't think that
yes.
it gives an edge. I think that the Discord tries to remain neutral. Like, I mean, at least when I'm talking to people, I try to preach like just be cool. Like, there are a lot of different opinions in fingerboarding, and I try to. I mean, the quote unquote leadership of the Discord tries to keep things kind of neutral. Like, everybody's got their opinion. Everybody likes what they like, and if you're going to be in the Discord, just accept that people might have a different opinion and might approach things differently.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the approach that we take. Like, just don't be a dick about it. Like, everybody likes something different, and so I think it allows the different companies to kind of come together and just interact with the community and kind of just meld with it instead of being bombarded with a bunch of DMs, talking about, your stuff is so awesome. I need it. When's the next stock drop? They're just talking with people.
It's real. It's like real conversation.
I got something to say to that too. Like, as probably the newest member in this group here to the fingerboard community and this Discord, I'll say I feel like it's a huge advantage. Because I get to talk one-on-one with a lot of these guys, everything, and they've helped me a lot. Yeah, like when I first joined the Discord, I didn't know anything but like flat face, Wood, and Yellowwood, and they opened up this whole entire world to me and everything about new decks, and they've been teaching me how to do tricks and even make decks too. It's really awesome.
Kind of give you that chance.
I really want to step in and clear something up though here because I'm really confused about the direction of these questions a little bit. Are we? We're talking about Discord as a platform here, right? Because the Discord that we're talking about, anybody can join. It's not exclusive.
Correct.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to confuse that. Like, I don't want to confuse that. Let me clarify. Like, this Discord isn't like some hidden like group or anything like that. Anyone can join it. And that was like, I wanted to kind of let me re-angle the question then, because I was gonna ask guys, because Banky and everybody that are kind of newer to being able to have this close.
Banky's not new. Chrome is the new one.
I'm the new guy.
No, I meant like in the sense of the Discord being so close to because I know back in the YouTube days and times before this, all you could do was comment. You never really had like a instant message ability to kind of talk to companies and things like that. And I know in time you guys have grown close as friends, but like just so people can see like the type of interaction you would see on the Discord, guys that aren't like you're just a writer, you're not a company owner and or like someone like that. Do you feel like
even if you just bought your first tech deck from
Yeah.
Target and you're super excited about it and you want to go to Reddit and see if anybody else buys tech decks, from Target, and you find there's a whole community, and then you see on the sidebar there's a Discord, and you click and you join, and then you see right now I think we're up to almost 400 or 500 members, and there's almost
Holy shit, really?
all the time. You've been in there for a while. You've
Yes.
seen it.
Yeah. The new introduce yourself page.
We're friendly. They join, and there's usually 2 or 3 people there to say hello and talk to them and answer questions. And a lot of times people stick around, and we've just grown into this community. And a lot of us from this community, we've kind of become really close friends, and a lot of these people I would consider my best friends here.
That's awesome. No, I appreciate that. No, keep going.
I think that this Discord is all about just being stoked on the hobby.
Yeah.
We try to break down those walls of like, this guy is a company and he's got all these followers and so on and so forth. No, it's somewhere where anybody can come and talk fingerboarding, and that's kind of like what we try to put forward into the world is like, it doesn't matter who you are. Come talk fingerboarding with us. We're stoked to have you.
No, I totally feel that. Were you gonna add something? Oh, never mind. No, I was just I have to ask in these kind of like, I know it seems kind of like an angular way I'm asking when I'm saying, company owners and non-company owners. It's just a lot of people, or like the angle of this podcast is I know a lot of people, or I want a lot of people to listen to it. So especially people from an outside perspective that don't understand that like this is literally just a place for casual talk. I wanted to show the angle of like how casual the talk can be, how one-on-one direct talking with the company owners and or just pro writers or whoever else is in there. And that's what I wanted to ask, like, being able to, the guys who don't own the companies or aren't the owners of the Discord, do you think being able to give your direct input to the company owners and, like, writers, like, giving your opinion and stuff, you think it improves the scene as a whole?
Yes, I really do, honestly. Being able to have real-time conversation and get real-time feedback.
That exactly. I can't remember who I was watching, but someone was talking about just like Twitch versus YouTube, right? Like having like a like content for YouTube, like premeditated content, where Twitch is like live.
Yeah, raw.
It's like raw. It's like Discord is almost like just like raw interaction.
Exactly.
Like where it's like Instagram, you formulate your post, you have your tags, your hashtags, and like you build that shit up,
It's a good way to look at it.
It's just interesting. I don't know. I just kind of I heard someone comparing like Twitch and YouTube, and it's kind of similar. It's different, but it's kind of got that same kind of thing. It's just like raw.
If you don't mind me adding this in, I kind of wanted to add in this concept of like live, like not one-on-one, but group on group. This is happening now. It even kind of like improves your ability to do tricks, because I know when I toss has anybody landed this trick, and then I'm like, ooh, let me actually see if I can film this and toss it in the chat before I just throw it in there. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of puts you on the spot with the Discord to kind of like.
We were just talking about that before you joined. We play skate in here almost every night, and Banky was sitting here talking about how much it has helped him. I'll let him continue there.
Yeah, we're just constantly pushing each other.
Yeah, I mean, I am semi-new to seriously fingerboarding. I'm at, I don't know, roughly a year of messing with it seriously. And I don't come from a very diverse or not a very advanced skating background. So I don't know how to do a lot of things just based off of skateboarding, because I stopped skateboarding when I was maybe like 17 or so. So like being here and bouncing things off of people and watching these guys do what they do, I'm like, that's something that I could probably do. Like, I mean, the example that came up earlier is me being me, I didn't have any idea what a big flip was. But once somebody told me, It turned out I could actually do that really easily based
awesome.
off of what I already have learned. I just didn't know what the trick was and what you actually had to do it. So that's an example.
That's interesting though. The fact that like they're pushing your normal set like education curve. You would only know so much without the push. But that's kind of awesome that you guys can with the live interaction and playing skate every night. I'm sure your skills have like doubled. I just recently started getting back into it because I'm at school, but man, that's got to be like a good test, especially between all you guys. The talent level in here is incredible.
Oh, it gets insane. Like we were just playing a game of skate right before you joined, and like I landed tricks I've never even tried. It's awesome. It's really great. I love it.
All right, well, we have a more older group in
It
here.
really does push you.
No, it's incredible the fact that you guys can like push you guys like the push this the way you guys are talking about the group and stuff. I see that it's very like raw and real. So I'm sure the actual like building each other up and like making sure you guys know each other's tricks, like that's got to be something like intense. But since we have an older group, I was gonna ask, balancing your life between fingerboarding and doing your day-to-day stuff, like what are the toughest points, I guess, like between doing work and balancing things? Where do you find the toughest points in finding time for fingerboarding and keeping it more than just like, oh, I do it every once in a while? Like I keep it up as a steady hobby.
Yo, so this is Loki. That's a big thing for me. I work full-time and go to full-time college and have a 2-hour commute. So actually finding time to fingerboard or film or anything is extremely difficult. I literally almost have to schedule it. Like it's helped out a lot since these guys are on here all night. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna jump on here.
Night crew.
The squad. That makes sense though. Becky, I know you kind of have a more important job. Like, not saying that everybody's job is important, but like when you crunch numbers, it's got to be incredible to find time to fiddle with it on your desk.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm lucky.
Yeah, there's definitely some days that like I just like won't even touch a fingerboard for a few days, but
right.
I work 40 hours a week. I don't have school or nothing, but
no, but you're putting in the hours. I get that.
Just from like working and stuff. It's just I'm sparking. It's just tough sometimes, and it's like sometimes you just get so fucking tired that like you just can't even, and you try and it's just like
Exactly.
nothing happens, but
all day, every day.
Yeah.
I got two setups on me at least at all times.
At all times. I wish I could carry mine. I'm afraid I'd break it on the way to work.
Fucking dream about finger. Dream about it.
All right,
yeah, I'm lucky. I got a pretty serious day job, but ATX exists because I work from home most of the time. So I actually work on ATX stuff a lot during the day while I'm supposed to be doing my day job. So it's pretty all right.
I meant to ask you, what made you want to make ramps other than like, I know a lot of people start with boards or like some sort of, equipment piece or gear piece to the board before they like branch out into ramps. I said, what made you want to start I feel like ramp makers are kind of different than like the angle that like a board maker would be.
There's just not many of them out there, It's just the stuff I'm trying to make just isn't that readily available unless you want to wait for 2 weeks to get something from Europe, in a lot of cases. So it was like there's so many deck makers out there. That's actually what I was looking into first. I really was into decks, but it's just there's so many good deck makers out there. It's just so hard to compete that I really wanted to fill in that hole I thought was there. That there's a lot of ramps that are hard to come by and really expensive, and I really wanted to change that as best I could.
All right, and I have to ask the obvious. What does ATX stand for? Just for the people.
Oh, it's just in Austin, Texas. It's pretty. It's just our thing down here. So.
Oh, I got you. No,
the ATX, represent. So, I definitely love my cities.
All right, I wanted to ask Idol, okay, because I want to go around really quick to everybody and ask them kind of like I marked questions for kind of everybody. You were the one that made the white Odie tape, right? Am I mistaken? Or is he AFK?
Or like the Team Odyssey tape?
Yeah, the Team White. Like I saw the white one. Like, I have not seen that before.
Are you there?
It's Idol's white tape. I do believe that Cameron is the one.
Yeah, he's trying to. No, he's asking about the good tape, but I don't know if Ben is here.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually
Oh,
on,
yeah,
on
no,
the
it's
call with
totally
us.
okay. No, I just wanted to ask because I
He
saw
might
that
have
tape
stepped away for
and
his
I was gonna
recorder.
use it for the picture that I was gonna post, but I was like, wait a minute, this might actually be by Idol, and I don't want to use something that wasn't created by him. But
Well, that's yeah. It's like it's his tape and actually his design too.
oh really? So he
Uh,
made that for you?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Yeah,
designed
but
he designed that whole graphic.
Oh
it
wow.
was engraved by a third party.
Yeah.
I actually think that
Yeah.
graphic is really sick. That's why I used it twice for both of the images because I just
Yeah.
think that the Greek letters and everything that looks super dope. And
Yeah.
It is awesome.
He's a genius.
It's my favorite profile picture I've ever had made.
I was be honest. That's like that graphic itself. You can print on a bunch of stuff. Probably merchandise yourself out, sell out really quick.
Yeah.
But what the Team Odie thing, when I first saw it, like I didn't get a good look at it, but you guys kind of started it as like, oh, I'm sponsoring people, even though you yourself as a person is not really a company. What kind of sparked that whole like, oh, I want to be on Team Odie? Like what was the
Team
start of that?
No. That it's we like to joke, all right, and things tend to snowball pretty fast.
You got team videos now. Snowball is
It
a
just-
small.
It went
Thank you,
from
stickers.
suddenly I was sponsoring somebody, and then everybody else was asking to be sponsored, and I was like, all right, you're on the team. You're on the team. I was like Oprah with invites.
Yeah, I was gonna say
and then-
Oprah's giving away free cars over here.
And then out of nowhere comes the Team Odyssey design, and then the tape, and then the edit. It's just a giant snowball.
Yeah.
We're
Things
all
snowball
friends
around
now.
here really fast.
The inside jokes are real. I feel like
It's good stuff.
It gets back to the stoke on the hobby. Like it doesn't matter if there's a company sponsoring. Like we're just having fun. We're joking with each other, and so a quote unquote team came out of it, and we just have fun with it.
Let's say, yeah, you guys were pretty much a team before that, the Discord squad, and now it's just like a legit thing. Like it's spiraled into a legit spot. You guys got
Yeah,
your
there's
Instagram
physical
bios.
products out there now, you know?
Yeah. I want to see some. I want to see
Crazy.
ramps. I want to see decks. I want to see everything.
Hey, speaking of, yeah.
Oh, speaking of, well, let's hear it. Let's hear about it.
Now, you were just talking about how great Idol's graphical genius is and all that. So, just a quick plug: we are working on an ATX Idol collaboration. So,
Oh wow.
everybody keep your eyes open for that because there's some really hot shit coming out really soon. So,
You got a couple
So
collabs
hot.
coming out right now though, because I know Tricky just put together some boards for you, right?
yeah, he did a graphic for me as a as a cool deck for me, and
Yeah.
some guys liked it. That's the nice thing about Discord. I got some guys really loyal and down with ATX, so they wanted to pick up themselves.
Wow. Dude.
So he pulled out a few more to get to some of my biggest fans here. So thanks, guys.
The grassroots
Heck yeah.
feel to the Discord is so legit, man. I'm telling you, you guys. Just
Brother-
it's like
bros,
a free
man.
plug, man. You guys got to get in here. You gotta spread the love. If you're listening in, definitely get in the Discord.
Yeah, it's like a digital rendezvous every night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that actually just recently
That's awesome.
happened.
Yeah.
I would love to. You guys got to definitely do a fucking Team Oddie all the way to the Vooz, squad up and get some bangers filmed. I would love to see
I was
that.
just at the booth, man.
Were you
We
really?
want to do like a meetup. It'd be fun, but it'd be expensive, and we might end up in jail.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Who went to the Vooz?
Chrome did.
Dude, Chrome,
did,
how,
yeah.
let me ask you, how was it? Like, what was the highlight for you?
It was amazing. My highlight probably was all the parks there. It was pretty crazy. Meeting Timo, Steven or whatever, was pretty sweet too.
Did you land any
He
bangers?
was pretty dope. Did I land any bangers?
Yeah.
Did I land any bangers? Oh my god, there was this one concrete fact. It had this like little pole jam, like almost vertical pole jam. I was like 50-50ing up it, hard flip into a tail slide and just clearing like 180 over there
Word.
gap after.
Just
And like
throwing
I
those
was just I
slammers.
sat there for like an hour.
Was
With
it?
like the bowls and everything, it's great. The whole
Oh, it's
environment
incredible.
there is just amazing. Everybody's so freaking friendly, and like, it's just great. You get to meet like a bunch of people. Like Catfish was there, Stack was there, Lakewood was there, Arc
Yeah,
Rams was there.
Oh, so you just plug. Yeah, let's say I know Calply and Art
Right.
Gramps live over by me. I know a few of them went to high school over by where I did, but I have not. I haven't
nice.
skated with them in forever, so it would be an incredible thing if I could get them on the show. But I don't think.
Oh, really cool, dude.
Holler back at me. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
definitely
cool.
should.
I'm sure. Have you reached out to them yet?
Don, he does. He's active on Facebook. I don't think he checks his messages though, because he has
Yeah,
Arc
it's just-
now. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I tried to shoot him a message. He used to skate, but
I talked to the guy with Arc Ramps for a while. He's really
yeah,
Sure.
Don, yeah, he's a good guy.
so
Yeah, I have that one that's like it's like a ledge with like a kind of curved thing on the back with like the pole jam.
the
you
pole
know?
jam out. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
his main
that one.
ramp right now.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite ramp he does.
It's so much fun. It's really cool.
Quick plug to Arc. That's the Astro ramp, I think.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
no
that's
idea.
Astro
something like
Revenge.
that.
The pole jam.
No, that
Oh,
makes
the
sense.
bench.
That matches
Arc.
pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, his stuff
My
is
bad,
really
Arc.
quality.
I mispronounced your obstacle.
Okay, can I ask this though? When can we expect more? I know we had that one video montage. When can we expect more? And are we expecting any new members for Team Odyssey anytime soon?
I will be getting some clips. Chromefinger will be getting some next.
You can expect less clips from Banksy.
Jay Boone's a pretty cool part. I forgot I spaced out his clips from the last time, so he's gonna have to make it up to him.
Oh, I see.
He's gonna be featured in the next one.
Gotta build the clip. We gotta build the
I'm
clip
gonna-
library.
There's too much pressure.
I've been on hiatus, so I'm gonna have to get on that Team Odyssey action. So
Heck yeah, dude.
I feel
I haven't been
And
too
you got some bangers though, dude.
I'll throw some your way for sure.
Hell yeah.
Okay, are there any companies that have been especially nice to you guys, or like I know like a lot of guys haven't like completely discovered the Discord, or maybe they heard about it and haven't signed up. But are there any guys outside of the squad that have showed you guys love?
Idle fingerboard.
He's part of the squad.
Oh yeah.
But
Lake
no, we're a big fan of Idol for sure. Like
fingerboard
we,
kind of.
we love. Yeah, we like
Cams,
Like,
Cams
FPC
FP.
cams.
Yeah, we had a couple guys stop in.
Yeah,
Trippy,
yeah,
Hippie,
yeah,
Dex.
he's involved.
Level Up Bushings is in here every now
Yeah.
and then.
Bird from Top Luck is even. It lurks everywhere. Love Bird.
Yeah,
He's one of my favorites in the scene. Much
who
love to
else we got?
Bird if you're listening.
Pineapple
Tricky.
Bushings. Yeah, Pineapple Bushings.
Jordan from Tricky Fingerboards. He's
Yeah,
just joined.
totally.
I think
Pretty active,
Reese's
too.
in here too somewhere.
Yeah, here and there for sure. Ben, Fingered Ben shows
Fingered
up,
Ben.
talks to us.
Oh yeah, Fingered Ben. Yeah, he's the.
Oh yeah, he's always
The
in there.
Ben Bulak. He likes to fingerboard.
Yeah. his accent's legit. His accent is super legit.
No
Oh,
I
doubt.
love him. Man.
Okay, let me ask you all then. I'll give you guys a chance to all answer this and tell me why. What is your favorite section, other than, of course, the call log? Because I'm sure you guys have hours and hours logged as a squad playing skate. But, like, where's your favorite thing to post? Like, I love, like, scrolling through the buy trade area just because I'm always lurking for some new gear. But, like, what's your guys' personal favorite stuff? Or,
Anytime
I should say
somebody
section.
comes in and spams midget porn, that's always the highlight.
I love everything that goes on in this Discord, man. It's great. I love anything. I'll talk about. Come talk to Chromefinger and
Yeah.
Discord.
As an
say,
obstacle maker. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm probably about to say exactly what you're about to say, so go ahead.
The DIY spots.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I love looking
It's
at
great.
that stuff.
Let's see what people are
Cheers,
making, man. What
Yeah.
people are creating. I love seeing people making their own stuff.
That is,
Cheers.
Love it.
anytime,
Really good.
Still Sour Diesel comes in with some beard tips.
Oh yeah, beer bomb.
There you
I
go.
think I think my favorite section's the play skate section.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Nice call.
Oh, it's because you're addicted to playing skate.
See, every time I've played skate, I've had like I've been just murdered. Like the first time, like when I first got back into the scene after like a couple years, I was like, yeah, I'll play skate, and then I was following Fingerboard NYC, and I don't know if you guys
dude,
know,
he's
he's a
nuts.
beast, and I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'll
he's
play
really
you,
good.
bro. And he just like, I think I got 2 letters on him before he smoked me, and I was just like, man.
I'm hoping to run into him finger time. I go to.
You're going to know, but like, yeah, no. If you run into him, he's a Bodega Diary master, man. He'll throw down on the ice cream machine, you know, the little glass cover. He'll throw down a tray bomb. I think we're gonna have him later on the show. You guys should definitely hop on
Hell
and
yeah.
listen into that one, and I'll probably get you guys to sneak in and just yell profanities at him because he's such a he's such a big dude. But no, he's a good guy. But like I said, like I've had such bad interactions with skate. I always lose horribly. But I think
dude,
like
I'm terrible at skate, but it's so much fun playing with like, Odyssey and everyone, because like I mean everyone's a lot better than I am, or at least more consistent,
Yeah.
So playing with people that are better than you, it's just like it definitely pushes you, and
No, for sure.
you learn your own stuff, like, and having that pressure sometimes of like, damn, I gotta land this trick, you know what I'm saying? You'll do it sometimes, dude. It's just it's fun.
It happens.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask the mods. Let me ask the mods of the Discord. There's so much like bros, like love in the chat. Like I don't see like if you guys really have to really ban or kick in anybody. Do you guys have any issues in the Discord? I feel like there's never been anybody that's come.
I mean, every community like this is gonna have stuff like that, like
Yeah.
whether it's like a Twitch chat or a Discord channel, you're gonna have people that come in like, trying to troll and stuff. But it's like we've definitely had issues like that, but you kind of have to look at it more proactively than reactively in this situation, So like, it's definitely something we've had to do in the past, but it's not something we like to like publicize,
No, we don't like to exclude anyone.
Exactly. Yeah.
The main thing is like younger folks. Maybe the Discord is not the best place because we do kind of cover some mature topics sometimes, and we have kind of had to tell some kids like, look, it's not personal. It's just like you're a little young to be hanging out here, and that's really like the only thing. And it sucks, and we get that
Like the 9 and 10.
Yeah. If you're old enough to understand a boob joke, I'm sure you can find a place here. But if you're an actual child, like I wouldn't recommend it.
And that's the only thing. We don't sit here and exclude anyone, but we do realize that we cover some mature topics, and we do some things that kids should not be exposed to, and that's really the only thing. Like we're just we're adults, and the Discord overall is kind of more adult based in the people that tend to gravitate towards it.
Yeah.
So when we're getting 9 and 10-year-olds, it's kind of like, I mean, I appreciate that you want to come out for the scene, man, but this is maybe not the best place for it.
Right, I get what you're saying. And like I said, I don't think any younger guys really listen to this podcast anyway, because there's not really any fingerboarding going on. It's more of just the information and the meta, scene of what this is. So don't even worry about it over here. But I get what you're saying. Like, you get a lot of kids on Instagram that follow you just because they see the clips and like, oh, this is dope. But they don't understand, like, maybe the Discord's not for you. But like I said, if you're old enough to understand what you're doing, and you understand the scene for what it is, you have a place in there. Hang on, let me see. I got a couple more questions for you guys, and then I'll let you get back to squatting down and smoking up. But I wanted to ask you guys, what's your thought?
Drugs are not cool.
Drugs are, just be responsible, kids. Recently, I feel like there's been a lot of upswing in like scammers and things like that. But I also feel like
Scammers.
fuck scammers during the day. Like, I wanted to see what your guys' your take
that.
on like how scammers, have basically like taken Instagram. I wouldn't say taken it, but they've kind of upticked on like doing like shady trades and stuff like that. And then how the scene reacts to it, because there's been a couple different reactions I've seen from a bunch of different people across the board. So I just wanted to see what your guys' take was on that, because there's so many of you.
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, what comes around goes around, Luckily, I've never really been like scammed, but I don't really trade with just anybody, So I try to have a rapport with people before I, I'm comfortable with sending stuff, So
Some of you.
yeah, it's like, I mean, if it's important to you, so.
And make sure you're covered with that PayPal.
Yeah, get that safe. Get that safe buy, boys. Gotta do it. No, it's just like, I feel like no, go ahead.
I mean, it happens all over the place. I mean, I play like games like Rocket League, and Counter-Strike, and it's just like you kind of have to develop an eye for that kind of thing.
Exactly.
But I don't know. Sometimes you just can never tell.
I was gonna say like more of like towards the reaction things. I know scamming will happen because there's like of course there's the aspect of there's younger kids and then there's like always new scams coming out. But I just think like sometimes the way that the scene reacts to especially young ignorant kids scamming. There's a lot of like reposting and just like thrashing kids, which I totally get. Like fuck those kids for doing it, but like they're gonna get the fuck out of here anyway, regardless, because you pretty much blasted them that they've lied about what they're doing or whatever the hell that they're trying to scam somebody over. I feel like sometimes it's taken overboard with like the young kids the way they're being cursed though. Like I don't know. I just personally think young kids are gonna do like dumb shit anyway. Like I'm not saying I condone it or anything, but like slap them on the wrist and let them know like what they did is not acceptable here. But like don't completely like post like terrible shit about their mothers and like I just feel like a lot of people take it overboard with like insulting and it's just like these kids are just trying to get like their gear and they're just stupid. Like there's nothing really you can do about it. And that's what I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, I've
like,
seen some.
What's your thought about that?
Yeah, I've seen some like stories like that. Yeah.
Hey,
Black One, all the insight in the world.
god dang. So the biggest thing I can say is learn from your fucking mistakes. Like, I'm like over $200 deep in scams. Like, I really just want whooped. Like, I just want one.
If you're out there listening, give this man a whoop.
Yeah, if you're out there, give it to this guy, Selma Woo.
No, I've noticed now after doing it a couple times, there is a lot of risk factors. Do not send friends and family, no matter how cool the people seem, unless you actually know them. Like, that's my biggest issue. It's like, hey, can you help me out? Yeah. Then next thing I know, I get ghosted.
Ghosted.
If it just feels sketch, just back out.
Yeah, go with your gut.
Go with the gut.
I
That's a
battle
good way to
sometimes.
Don't buy a woob off a random.
And more recently, I mean, as the Discord has grown in members, like we have a buy sell trade section, and we've put restrictions on it because, like, honestly, we just want to cut down on the sketchiness of it. Like,
really.
if you're going to be in the Discord is here to be a chat primarily, and we offer the ability to buy, sell, trade, but you have to kind of be around a while to be a part of that section of it because scamming is a big part of fingerboarding and it seems to be getting worse lately.
Yeah.
So we've taken steps to be proactive about it. And, you know, this isn't a place to buy, sell, trade. This is a place to chat that has the ability to buy, sell, trade.
All right. Let me
Yeah, it's
go
almost
out.
like a
No,
verification.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I know. I was just gonna ask, just to get on a lighter note. I want to end with well, not so much end, but kind of wrap up like a couple more questions with everybody. When did everybody start fingerboarding, and what is your fondest memory of when you first started? Like, give like a time frame of when you started, like what was kind of going on during that time, and then because I know some of you have been fingerboarding for a while, and then tell like your fondest memory of like when you first started. Let's start.
I'll go first. So.
Bye, Idol.
I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I had to have been, in the early 2000s, somewhere around there, when I got my first tech deck, and I took I guess I never really got really into fingerboarding until probably like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago,
Right.
like shortly before I started the Discord and whatnot. But I guess my fondest memory is I can still picture this to this day, the first heel flip that I ever did on like a Gen 1 tech deck.
Yeah.
I was at one of my friends' birthday parties and everyone was like fucking playing Halo or something or whatever, right? And I'm like sitting in the back being just like a nerdy kid, fucking playing with a tech deck. And I remember sitting there and just like stomping out the just like most beautiful heel flip I've ever done in my life, and I just like still I don't know, I was like super proud of that. So yeah,
That's dope. It's a dope
that was just one of my favorites. Yeah.
All right, somebody else go.
So
Who's up?
I guess I'll go.
Oh, you go.
So fingerboarding, of course, just like he was saying, started with tech decks. I skateboarded growing up all through high school and everything. So I fidgeted with them. When I got older, got hurt, couldn't skateboard anymore, I started to take up fingerboarding more. But I never actually knew there was a scene until about a year ago. I would just fingerboard by myself, do tricks. Um, so my answer to my fondest memory is kind of strange because I have been fingerboarding probably 7, 8 years at this
Right.
point, but I would say being in the Team Odyssey video is actually my fondest memory
That's
because
dope.
I started getting into the scene, seeing the Instagram, seeing the Discord, seeing how everyone had the collabs and worked together, and I just wanted to feel part of something. So that just recently happened for me.
That's dope,
Heck
dude.
yeah.
I appreciate that's
I
dope
dig
that
it.
that this Discord kind of found gave you that first memory, and like even though you've been doing it for so long. But who's next?
Go ahead, Sam.
I've been doing it
No, let Sam go.
since
I'm sorry,
1999.
Odyssey. My bad. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know. My fondest memory was, I don't know if you guys remember, but the old handboards by Tech. They used to be really fucking loud.
Oh yeah, I
And,
still have one.
I pissed my dad off one time by doing it for like 6 hours straight. I had done a whole bunch of heroin, and I was just kind of like zoned out in the zone. I had a really bad past. Anyways, it's like 2004, and he came down after like 6 hours of constant handboarding, and he threw my handboard through the wall.
Damn.
And I don't know, that was pretty entertaining. But
The context is rough, but that's pretty hilarious. Like,
these guys.
Jesus.
I like the first story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I have a long time sober now.
No, that makes sense though. Like, whatever it may be, like that's something you remember. That handboard, I remember how loud those damn things were though. Like the plastic Tech ones, those shits were.
God,
I couldn't even buy
Oh,
one.
yeah.
My mom was so pissed. But all right, who wants to go next?
Want me to go?
Go,
Yeah,
You go,
go
Wade.
for it.
Go ahead.
You go.
go ahead.
Yeah, I can remember being super stoked when they came out with Tech. Like, I think I got my first in like '98. I was like going into college for the first year, so I was in my dorm playing with it a lot. And it was also like the height of my skateboarding, so it was like I was really into it at the time.
Yeah.
I bought all the works and shit, like mail order it. I had to like order them through catalogs. I think calling like 1-800 because the internet was barely a thing then. So I got those loud ass plastic Tech Deck ramps, which I actually still got. My parents just brought to me a couple weeks ago, which they were sitting in their attic somewhere. So pretty stoked on that.
And look kind of
So,
like
yeah,
you still found them.
Yeah, I always carried a Tech. I carried one with me like everywhere I went for years, and then kind of fell off. And then I didn't realize the scene existed with like professional fingerboards and wooden fingerboards and all that until just 2.5 years ago or so. And then that's when I got into it.
No, that's cool.
Really, not looked back ever since.
Hey, full speed ahead.
Exactly. Now he's making big ramps now. It transforms.
Yeah, completely obsessed now. So
Hey, let's go next.
Yeah,
I guess I'll
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Thank you.
go ahead.
I mean, I can go. I got started in fingerboarding by my nephews. They were, young kids, and they found it and started doing it. And I was like, Tech Deck is still a thing. I remember being, 10, 11 years old and messing with a Tech Deck. But I picked it up to do it with them. They lost interest, and then I stopped. And then around last year, I was like, that was actually kind of fun. I should do that some more. And then here I am. So as far as most fond memory, I definitely enjoyed the times that I got to spend with my nephews and doing something together, that kind of family aspect. But then also the camaraderie that's developed between everybody here. I'm like, I live in Arizona. I'm from Wisconsin. I don't know anyone in Arizona.
Okay.
And so having these guys here and having that camaraderie is, really cool to me, because otherwise it's just myself and my wife, and it gets.
So you gotta have the boys. You know what I mean? You gotta have the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes plenty of sense. And you're from where I am.
And
so
definitely,
Wisconsin.
and so the point where it changed from just being a hobby to kind of being something that I'm doing with friends, I think is really kind of my fondest memory and interaction with it. Is just like, hey, this is something that I'm doing with my friends. It's not just me sitting in my house, messing around with my tech deck, my fingerboard by myself. And I've actually got friends that hopefully one day I get to meet up with and hang out with, and make them more than just internet friends, make them actual friends. And that's super awesome for me.
Well, we've got a 1 in 7 chance of hitting the lottery, guys.
I'm sure with time and money, it will be done. You know what I mean? Like I said, you guys will have the Audi Voos, and you guys will all meet up and just throw down bangers and stuff like that. So yeah, let's keep going. We haven't gotten everybody, right?
It's me. I just started fingerboarding December, basically. That's when I got face, and I basically skateboard since I was like maybe 6 years old. When I was about 22, 23, I had a full tear in my left knee, like tore everything, so I couldn't skate anymore and all that. And since then, I've had a full-time job, pretty much to the point where I can't get injured. If I get hurt or anything, I could lose my job, so I can't really skate too much. Right. So one day I just bought a tech deck and was yelling at me through Discord the noise I was making. I was playing a video game, and they told me about the wooden fingerboard scene. And yeah, I just dove right in. I found out about it pretty much December-ish. Yeah, I got like 10 setups, complete setups, starting to make my finger for also. So I love it. I'm here to stay forever.
He's
you
in.
guys have to deal with me.
He's involved.
This is my home now.
Heck yeah.
All right. Do we have one more person? Do we have one more, or did I miscount?
Yeah, Ben
left.
Out.
Idle left.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. But no, that's incredible. No, I think like the different ways that you guys found each other, and like there's such a big range of between the guy who's ordered every one of them when they first came out to the guy who you guys that like just got into the hobby, and you're all able to find that like common ground of like loving the hobby, and it's like that's real within. I think it's real within teams and collaboratives like this and stuff like that. Whether you're writing for a sponsor and stuff like that, like it's just nice to have people to do the hobby with. Because it's not like it's not like watching football, So I just think that's super interesting, how you guys kind of came together and formed the team. I want to ask one more question for all you guys, and I'll let you guys get out of here. And I ask everybody this in all the companies or whoever you are, what is one thing you each personally want to either like leave behind for fingerboarding or like improve or change about fingerboarding? Like, what do you want to be your lasting impact on fingerboarding?
That's a good question.
Man, it's a really good question.
I think Odyssey should start that one off.
I don't know how to answer that one seriously.
I know.
I'll admit the first thing that came into my head was the scene needs more dicks. Dick jokes like grip tape with dicks all over it.
Split ply dick jobs.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Decks shaped like dicks, we need to go to answer that question seriously.
It's a really hard question.
I just want people to have fun, man. That's why I do. Like, I've made tutorials in the past, and I keep saying I'm gonna make more, but I never do. And I want to help people have fun, and
yeah. Community is awesome.
I don't know. This community's helped me out more than I can ever imagine. After I had the heart attack, I can't even begin to thank everybody for all the support that everybody's given me. It's ridiculous. This is more than a community. This is a family.
Heck yeah.
That's my 2 cents on this subject.
Yeah, I'd go along on that and say, just I want everyone to have fun. Keep it a hobby. I see a lot of people just like there's a lot of drama, in this community sometimes, and it's just like a lot of it's just unnecessary. And it just doesn't really make sense because it's just like everyone's here to have fun because we're flipping chunks of wood with wheels, you know.
Exactly.
And it's meant to be fun. It's like it's not supposed to be do or die. It's supposed to be
At the
right.
end of the day, we're all just playing for toys.
Exactly, dude. So I just want everyone to have fun and
that's what Ben
just like
Dillock said.
you know.
He said at the end of the day we're all playing with a toy. I feel like every serious fingerboarder says that, which is hilarious. Like everybody who like actually does something with it or like it impacts them in a real way, they're like, you know what? I know what this is. But keep going.
Yeah, it's just like a fun, you know, even if it's just like regardless if you take it as far as, you know, trying to get sponsored and stuff or whatever and like, you know, getting, you know, respect in the community or just it's just like a desk hobby, you know, that you do, you know, when you're waiting for your, you know, Rocket League match to load or whatever, you know.
It's another fidget spinner, man.
Exactly, it's the ultimate fidget spinner.
The original fidget spinner.
Yeah, the OG fidget.
Yeah. As a company, I just really enjoy seeing my stuff out there and seeing people do like really awesome stuff. Like I got a team full of guys that are just ridiculous, and it's just great seeing my obstacles in their videos. It just really, I get hyped every time I see a new video they have that has something that I created in it. They just love that, you know, I got these things, these physical objects sitting in people's homes that are bringing them enjoyment. It just brings a smile to my face.
I mean, this ATX sledge, dude, I could probably kill someone with. It's like,
Yo, I've been skating the driveway box the whole time we've been talking.
Yeah, I've been watching.
No, let's say like, there's been some bangers thrown down in this interview. But keep going.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man.
I feel like that was a personal attack, Ben. You just call me out.
I guess for me, as far as the lasting impact, I'm not big into filming stuff that I have weird.
To be a meme. Get his face everywhere.
Bang.
Yeah,
Buy something from Idle, Chems, or ATX.
ATX.
Free you will get free stickers with this guy's face on it.
You will.
Everywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there are Banky stickers. For me, no. I think my thing is I'm real invested in the Discord. I want the Discord to be something that's another option for the community. That I really love the live chat aspect. I want people to be able to talk about this, you know, whenever. If you're in, you know, Eurasia and it's, you know, 4 a.m. for US, I want there to be people for you to talk to. I'm real about the Discord being an option for people to talk about fingerboarding.
Right.
And I feel like the Discord is the best option for me to do that because I'm not real into filming. I'm not real into posting a lot, but I am real about advancing the community and making it something that's more inclusive to everyone and doing away with clicks and, you know, exclusivity with fingerboarding. That's kind of where I am. And if the things that I do kind of push it into an all-inclusive, like everybody is cool with everybody type atmosphere, then I feel like I've accomplished something in regards to my contribution to fingerboarding.
To build on that really, really quickly, you always hear people bitching in the community. Oh, I want the old YouTube back. I want the old FFI or the forums back. And, you know, and while FFI is back now, you know,
thanks to Chris.
And it's a really cool place to hang out. People keep talking about they want a new platform. Where's the future of fingerboard? It's this Discord.
Yeah, it is.
Where else can you post clips, you know, get feedback in real time, talk about it, change up your style or whatever, post the clip again, talk about it, you know, share off, say, oh, I got this new deck and I'm fucking stoked on it. You know, you post
talk
it
in real time with companies,
you talk
like
to people,
casually.
or hell, you know, you buy the deck and you get it, and there's
It's
the guy
never
that
existed
made
before.
the deck in the Discord.
Yeah, he's right there.
You know,
holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, this Discord is the future.
It doesn't exist in every other.
Add that onto what Banky said.
I can't tell you how many times I bought a deck off Idle through private chats in the Discord.
Yeah.
That's legit. You get the first take, boys.
That's right. That's what I was trying to say in the beginning. Being a part of this Discord, you technically do get a slight advantage because you become friends with these companies and you get to know about stock drops a little bit ahead of time.
Yeah, before the IG
You know,
post.
Sometimes, depending on the situation, you may or may not get first pick on the stock.
Yeah.
There was a reason
Or even influence
the
designs and
company
things.
only existed on Discord.
Like for instance, Idol's last stock, he had a bunch of blanks. You didn't see a purple one. You did not. It was dope. I'll tell you that. It's dope. It was a really awesome deck. It's one of my favorite decks. I mean,
You heard it here first. All right, which guy are we on now? Who's next?
I guess I'll go next. As I was talking earlier, even though I've been fingerboarding for a long time, I'm still new to the scene, and I just started a fingerboard Instagram 2 months ago. So I really don't know what I want to influence the scene like. I just know I want the chance to, and I want to do it.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool
I just-
answer. All right.
I dig it.
Is that everybody?
I think
You get to everybody?
everyone. Yeah, I think everyone said something.
All right, cool.
Ben answered.
I answered.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he said as a company owner. All right. Well, also
Yeah,
really quick
he meant
because I gotta give the guys a chance. I want to give you guys all a chance to plug like your IG or anything that you got going on. Company owners, you can talk about any stock drops or anything really quick. And then guys who are just writers, you can talk about any clips or anything big you got coming out. Let them know your IG and stuff like that, just so everybody gets a chance to follow you guys and see where all this information is coming from. And I'll let you guys get back to it. You know what I mean? So you guys can go ahead and do that.
At Odyssey _FB. Chems the Laughing Skull mentions his sick ass fucking wheels. And ATX. There's a ton of people that I sponsor, you know, Still Sour Diesel, Loki, Banky, Idol, Onfo, Chems, everybody in here.
Yeah, pretty much everyone.
Odyssey. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, of course, check out atxfingerboards.com, atxfingerboards on Instagram. We got some big news with Idol out as soon as possible, so definitely keep an eye out on that. It's going to be some of the sickest stuff to hit fingerboarding here this year, let's say. And yeah, come check us out.
Yeah, if you want to join the Discord too, you can find the link to it on the subreddit, like
in
Reddit.
my profile too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
also
I'll
in
be
my
posting it
profile.
on the YouTube
You can
page
message
as well,
any one of us.
for this video, so people can get to it.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
shareable link.
Yeah, my Instagram is at jboondockfb, and then I also have a link for it in my bio. So, but yeah, even joining the subreddit, a lot of people don't know that there's a subreddit and stuff. So,
Yeah, the Reddit's dope. Good posts.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna get a lot of content from me. I'm banky.fb. I don't, like I said, I don't really do the videos and stuff. It's not really my thing. But if you want to get down on Discord, it's in my bio. Definitely check that out. Shout out to Idle Fingerboard. Definitely some of the best fingerboards available. Shout out to ATX. Shout out to everybody in the Discord. I love everybody in the Discord, and I'm stoked for everyone to, advance their company if they're a company, advance their tricks if they're just a rider. Like, fingerboard it's awesome. It's brought so much to my life. It's brought so much to a lot of people's lives, and I love that. I want to spread that to everyone.
No, it makes plenty of sense.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta do that.
Yeah,
You gotta
Banky.
show love.
Word.
Yo, I guess I'll go next. Loki _FB on Instagram. It's L0K1. Not to be confused with Lock1.
Definitely call him Lock One.
The lock
You know,
best
everybody
sponsor.
Definitely.
Shout out to Odyssey because he's like my only sponsor. He's an awesome guy.
Sponsor this kid.
Then, of course, Shout out to my friends all on the Discord. And then make sure you check out Idol and ATX because those dudes are awesome and they care about their customers and work.
Bingo.
Dope.
Right.
Is that everyone?
Chrome Finger.
Oh, yeah, Chrome, of course.
Underscore Finger.
What you got, Chrome?
I got some big stuff coming up soon. Man. Coming up soon. You want to be a part of it? You're gonna have to join the Discord, man. I got a big giveaway coming.
Big giveaway.
It's gonna have decks. It's gonna have stickers. It's gonna have tuning. It's gonna have penis-shaped things.
Banky stickers.
It's gonna have
Banky
Banky stickers. I got a ton of Banky stickers. It's gonna
I got
have
one.
stuff.
One
But
Banky
you gotta
sticker.
be a part of the Discord. To be a part of. That's the one rule. And
Yeah.
you know, I have to give my shout out to my favorite deck maker, Idol FB. He seriously makes wood that my fingers love. And I don't know how to explain it, but I've tried so
Confirmed Chrome's fingers love wood.
and yeah, fingers loves Idol's wood. It's been fun. It's just yeah, an ATX ramps. Love that.
Bingo.
Yeah, I just
Appreciate
put
you.
a big ass order. Man.
Huge. Huge.
Soon I'm gonna be doing some. It's gonna be
Freight truck huge.
my park, and I'm gonna be doing some live stream finger.
He's keeping me busy for weeks.
Live stream, boys. It's going to be
That's
coming
great.
live. All right, is that everybody?
I think so.
All right, guys, fellas.
Yeah, that's all
This is the
of us.
first time I've ever done as many people in this interview. Like I've never interviewed this many people at once before. I will say you guys made it pretty easy. Like I can tell
Hey,
you
it
guys
went pretty
talk
well.
a lot. Yeah.
Not
you
too
guys-
much chaos.
Yeah, you guys keep it pretty orderly amongst this chaos I see over here. And like I said, like I love that you guys push each other and you're collaborative is something that I really am glad that Odyssey let me know like, hey, is there any way that we could get the whole squad in the chat and just kind of like make it like a live feed chat up? And I was like, dude, I was at work at the time and I was like, oh hell yeah, this actually might work if I can actually get everybody to talk orderly, which you guys did perfectly. But I really appreciate that you guys came together and did this, and you're producing the quality content that you do, and you're showing people of all levels of riding and all different statures of fingerboarding that, like, it's a hobby that anyone can reach out and do, and or speak to other influencers in the hobby, and anyone can talk, and it's something real on the Discord that you can find /subreddit or whatever you want to call it. But like I said, I want to thank you guys for coming by and just basically chatting with me.
Yeah, thank you,
Right
dude.
on, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Steve. We really enjoyed it, man.
No problem,
Yeah,
guys.
thanks for
Like I
having
said, in the future, though, just because this is such a big interview, a lot of you guys I would love to talk more one-on-one with, or maybe even in the upcoming season, I would love to do some co-hosting that I wanted to announce a little later on in the season. But I would love to have you guys back and, chat it up a little more personally with each one of you guys. So you will be back if you let me have you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, for sure.
All right.
Definitely.
All right, fellas, I'll let you guys go so I can close the show down, and I'll hope to hear from you guys soon. Have a good one, all right?
Yeah, man.
Have a good
night,
take care.
All right, peace.
So.
All right, guys. Usually I end the show after the interview, but I did want to talk a little bit more. I won't be much longer than this. We've already been going for about almost an hour and 13 minutes, and I don't want to go much longer than an hour than 30, I would say. But I have been gone for a little while, and I just wanted to chat and get in touch with the scene and let everybody know I am still looking for any active company or any active writers or influencers on Instagram or pretty much anywhere, any platform for fingerboarding to come on the show and basically chat about what you do and your influence and how you got to where you are. I've reached out to a lot of companies, and I know people have their own time and things they got to do. But if you have any connections and or own a company or are a writer, with some influence, reach out to me. Like I said, StevieFromTheSesh on Instagram, at StevieFromTheSesh. I'm on twitch.tv/StevieHarkinsCK. You can message me on the Twitch Discord, the fingerboarding Discord directly. I'll be posting the link in the chat and on the YouTube if you're listening to it, the edited stream. And I just wanted to talk about some things we got coming up this week. Also, shout out to the guys from the Odyssey team. They're awesome. I'm hoping to have them back very, very soon. But basically, what we got coming up tomorrow, I think we're gonna have an interview with FB NYC. We chatted a little bit about him today. I wanted to hint at him a little bit, but we'll be having him tomorrow, and he'll be talking about his time at the Rendezvous and as a New York writer and basically a guy that's been around, like a historian, knowing the stuff that he does. And then also later this week, I want to try, and I don't have anything confirmed yet, but I've always been in talks with my man Fingerboard Koala, and I wanted to kind of chat with him as a new generation, banger thrower and talk about his influence on fingerboarding. Hopefully we'll get him on. Excuse me. But recently, since I've been gone and kind of the videos have been taken off on their own, and the Sesh is doing its own thing, and people are seeing the videos and it's getting noticed. I'm not saying it's anything big, but it's growing. And also shouts to everybody in the chat. Poo poo on my wee wee and old Ben. Thank you guys for chatting in the chat. But a lot of people have been sending me questions about like how long I've been fingerboarding and where my beginning comes from. I'm not going to take long to talk about it. I just want to talk about my credentials just so people don't think I'm some random guy on the internet talking about fingerboarding. I talked about it in the first episode, but basically I've been fingerboarding since like since the first generation of tech decks came out. I got my first tech deck with a pair of World Industry shoes, and I've been fingerboarding since. I immediately found the competitive, well not competitive, but like the wooden fingerboarding scene the moment it was kind of introduced with a couple of companies because I was so obsessed with YouTube growing up. And I've always just kind of been the tracker of everything that like companies have come out with until I took my first break when I got in 8th grade or the freshman year of high school. And I recently got back into it about a year ago now. So just to show my credentials and like how long I've been fingerboarding and stuff. Just so people don't think I'm some random guy. So I want to end on that note. Because I had some people in my DMs and stuff like, not so much doubting me, but like just questioning why I feel like I have the right to question or like interview the people that I do. And like I said, and I always say, I just want to get the information out there about the companies and the things, the products that you're buying and the writers that you're supporting. So on that note, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much, everybody that came by for the sesh today. I know you've been gone, but this new season is going to be awesome. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let me get some music queued up. I just want to thank everybody that's been on the show in the past and that was on the show today. And like I said, feel free to DM me at StevieFromTheSesh. That's STEVIE from the SESH. StevieFromTheSesh. And it'll be my fingerboarding clips and all that stuff and all the new information about the sesh. So, like I said, on that note, I'm going to slide on out of here and let you guys jam out to some Shaq West. I'll see you guys later.
Check it to 10. I got home.